everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Dr. Eileen Yue Ling from the Academy of Acupuncture. Please sign in your name. Let me know where you're from, which country, so I can say hi to you. If you want to share with your friends, your colleague to join us for this wonderful opportunity to talk to Dr. Ronald Rosen, and he is a renowned physician in Bend, Oregon, to join us today. And he also a long-term follower and practitioner of balanced method acupuncture. So he is here already today, and please type your name and let me know where you are. Oh yeah, I saw Mark Montoya. I see, let me see. Yes, I see Netherlands, Colorado, Netherlands, Dr. Harmon, Mr. Harmon, and a lot of people here, and many people are from San Diego right now. All right, let me introduce you, Dr. Rosen. She's already here. I'm very happy and excited. He's all the way from Mexico to be able to live stream with us. So let me introduce you who Dr. Rosen is. Dr. Rosen is from Bend, Oregon, where he has practiced internal medicine and acupuncture for the past 25 years. He discovered his passion for holistic medicine while working as an emergency room physician in California. And he adhered to an integrated approach to caring for patients ever since. Dr. Rosen completed his residency in internal medicine at the Emory University Hospital in Atlanta, Georgia, and a demanding critical care fellowship at the UPMC Presbyterian in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and training with multiple renowned holistic practitioners. We know you will find his insight and experience incredible, eye-opening, and inspiring. Let's welcome Dr. Rosen. Yay! Thank you, Dr. Rosen. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much to join me for the Academy of Acupuncture that share your experience, that how you get to know Dr. Tan, and where did you find him?
Yeah, well, there was we started a holistic clinic in Bend back in 1997, and there was an acupuncturist there, Andrew Scott, who was part of the clinic, and he's a good friend. And he was the first one that told me he had gone down to San Diego to do. I was already doing myself acupuncture, and he's the one who first told me about Dr. Tan. He had gone to maybe, I don't know, 3-4 workshops, and it was after talking to him that I went down, and I think it was in California, or I think it was California where I took my first, maybe it was Portland where I took my first workshop, but then went to San Diego. So that's how I first found out about him.
Nice. And since then, you were following Dr. Tan to many seminars. And I remember you even coming to Dr. Tan's clinic in San Diego.
Right. I went to number of seminars, and most of them in San Diego, but in Portland, I think Colorado, in Las Vegas for his birthday, for his
Yes.
60th birthday. And then I spent a number of days, different times in San Diego with both him and then with you too. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I remember. It was about a couple of years ago.
Yeah, with you, it was a couple years ago. Yeah,
Yes.
3 years, about 2-3 years ago. And Dr. Tan, I think maybe, I don't know, I don't even remember, but
I
it was
think eight,
at
10 years
least,
ago because I was still green. I was
yeah, I
very,
think it was at least, yeah. And I went at least 2 or 3 times.
yes. And by the way, Dr. Antonio Alfaro, this gentleman sit next to you last time you were in San Diego from
Yeah.
Costa Rica, he want me to say hi to you.
Oh, okay. That's
He's
right. He's
from,
from Costa Rica.
he's from Costa Rica. He speaks Spanish with you, I think.
Yes, we sure did.
By the
Yeah.
way, tell us where you are right now.
Well, I am in a place called Ajijic, which is a little town in the state of Jalisco in Mexico. There's a big lake, which is the biggest lake in Mexico, called Lake Chapala. and we are making a move down here. I'm originally from Mexico City.
Oh,
So I was born and raised in Mexico City, and then I came to the States. So I've been in the States for 30 plus years, and or yeah, more, like almost 40 years. And now it's, time to kind of go back to Mexico. So we're down here in Ajijic.
will you practice there? Acupuncture?
Yes. Yeah, I'll still practice here. It'll probably be a smaller practice, but yeah, I think
Good.
I'm not ready to retire yet.
When you're ready, make sure you
Uh-huh.
let us know your information. So we do have a lot of people live in Mexico, and I don't know where you're located, but there's a great source for people who will be able to go there to see you as a patient.
Mhm.
And if we, in case we go down there for vacation, we go find you.
There. Well, actually, I'm 45 minutes from Guadalajara, which is the second biggest city in Mexico. So the airport is 45 minutes away from where we are. So Guadalajara is a, pretty big city, like 8 million or so people, I think. So, and that's the closest.
That's wonderful. Awesome. I'm hoping every one of you who's watching, if you're going that way, please make sure you say hi to Dr. Rosen, okay? You gotta make appointment. You can't just drop. Oh no, they're more relaxed. Sorry, I'm too Americanized, I
That's
guess.
right. That's part of the thing here. It's a little more chill.
Yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
So yes, so I saw you many times in San Diego, coming to a seminar with Dr. Tan. That's really wonderful. So Lalita say, "Viva Mexico,
Viva.
Viva!" Yes, and there are many people from Norway is watching,
Mhm.
and Seaside, California, Calgary, Canada, and Corsica. So you know you're
Where?
everywhere in the world
Oh,
right now.
Corsica. Corsica.
Yes. So I was looking at the phone so I know where you guys from. I wasn't playing with my phone, guys. Okay, good. So now we have a little time here, and Dr. Rosen, please tell all the new people and the people who just start practice balance method. How did you be so excited? Why are you so excited for balance method that continue your practice for 25 years for integrated medicine, combine the balance method with your practice? Tell us.
Yeah. Well, I first started studying actually TCM really in San Diego. With There was a Dr. Grace Ying, and she taught at the acupuncture, not the PCOM, but there was another school. I don't know if that even exists. So there were two doctors that I studied with, Dr. Ni and Dr. Ying, and I did TCM, and then I studied with her. Basically, she tutored me one on one for like a year and a half, and
Wow.
then I decided to go to Nanjing. So I went to Nanjing and studied there for I did like an internship for 3 months. And then after that, when I came back, I found out that there was a association of medical doctors that did acupuncture, and I didn't do their training, but I joined them, and they did a lot of different techniques, but one of the things they did a lot of what's is called French energetic acupuncture. And it was developed by well, it came from Dr. Or what was his name? He was a Vietnamese doctor. I didn't meet him, but one of his main students, who I'm now blocking, he's a French doctor, MD, and I studied with him when he would come to the States. So I learned the French energetic thing, and I did a lot of that French energetic acupuncture in my practice. But when I discovered actually, I went to see my friend Andy, and he did some treatments on me. I think I was having some back pain, and just treated, basically, I remember at the time he just treated my hand and did some scalp points, and it was like that, right? I had like immediate relief of pain. So I was like, oh, where did you learn this stuff? And he's the one who told me about Dr. Tan. So I decided, well, I want to learn this. I've always been into learning. You can see from my
Face
curriculum that
reading. I
I've
can
been
read
involved.
your face that you love study.
Yeah.
I can see your face. Yes, I can read it.
See
Yeah.
the face.
Good. That's why you
Yeah.
continue.
So anyway,
Go ahead.
right. So anyway, so that's why I went and I started studying the balance method, and it's been, I find it very interesting, and it's intellectually stimulating too, and it's been effective. So that's why I, decided to stick with it. Hmm.
I believe in the process of using French energetic that you need to have a lot of things like do you do I thought they use electrical acupuncture too.
There's a lot of electrical acupuncture they use. I mean, they incorporate like 5 element acupuncture, but they call it a 5 phase acupuncture. And in a lot of their treatments, they did a lot of electrical stimulation. And I liked it sometimes, but I didn't like doing I didn't like doing so much. They would do 2 or 3 different stimulators, right, connected to different areas in the meridians and stuff. And sometimes it got a little complicated,
Yeah.
and
What I'm
and
trying
it was effective, but I don't know. I always, like I said, I always like to learn, and I wanted something different.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is for Dr. Dan's balance method acupuncture, you put the needles in. Usually, you get the results in few seconds, and you know
Mhm.
if it's gonna work or not. And for
Right.
that French energetic, you have to hook up the wires. You have to do this and changing that. I went through some of the courses for that, and I was getting lazy. I guess maybe
Hmm.
spoiled by balance method.
Hmm.
So I practice more of balance method. Yes.
Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, so it's been really fun, and I still enjoy. I did some of the oh, what's it called? What's the course? The other balance method course with doing the astrology,
The three
about
essential.
the
Yes,
three essentials. Yeah,
yes,
so I did. I haven't completed that course. I want to complete it because I really enjoyed what I learned from it was really fun, and it was something that I can see, especially now that I'm going to be in a little more laid back practice. It's something that I can incorporate even more into the practice. So.
yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, we have the new courses starting in March. So who you are interested out there for the Bazi, the Chinese astrology, the three essentials, we have a new cohort starting from this March, and there are discount package you can purchase right now. And I would recommend you to go online. And I'm sure Sean is going to post a online discount package course link down in the chat right here on the Facebook. And also that we found out there somebody's coming from Switzerland is watching you, Miami, Florida. And of course, Joe is Northern California. I don't remember, maybe Oakland. And somebody from Colombia but residing in Miami. So they just want to tell you that they're all there too. Dr. Rosen, this is so fun. Excellent. So if you guys are interested for that courses for the Batsu seminar, and we are having a new cohort, so you can find the information in the Facebook. So now, Dr. Rosen, I know you prepared a wonderful case study for us.
Well, I don't know if I prepared it too much because I'm in Mexico and I don't have all this stuff. But yes, this is I mean, it's a fairly simple case. I mean, this is a patient that's been a patient of mine for many years, and
Yes.
she's
And Sean,
um,
please, can you post the poster, please, for Dr. Rosen? Excellent. Thank you so much. Do you like
uh-huh.
it, Dr. Rosen?
All right, looks good.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So yeah, this is good. So she was yeah, when I saw, well, at the time she's 45 plus now. When she came and saw me, I think it was in end of August of last year. She has history of low thyroid, hypothyroidism, but that had been fairly controlled. And in August, she started experiencing a lot of hot flashes, palpitations, fatigue, insomnia. And she came to see me because and I had done acupuncture, different things in the past, but I hadn't seen her for a while. And she wanted to try bioidentical hormones, and which I use with some patients. And so we tried some bioidentical hormones, but she felt worse. And still having, a lot. I mean, they really didn't help much in general. So she was still having the hot flashes, palpitations, fatigue. When I checked her, her pulses were a little thready and definitely low in the kidney. Her tongue was okay. It was a little dry, but nothing significant. So the first thing I did was the first day I saw her, um, she figured out, well, she's a female, perimenopausal, postmenopausal, um diagnosis: han yue yin pericardium, han tai yin lung, han shao yin heart, tai yin spleen, han shao yang sun yao, han yang ning liver, food yang ning stomach. And the first thing I decided to do was like the GYN quick and easy, right, the
Yeah.
first time. So that's what I did. And uh, you can see it here. I did a Anmian 5
Yes.
and pericardium 6, hearts 5, and then spleen 1, 4, and 6, and then the linku and the sanjiao 5, um, in same as in the doing the pericardium 6, lung 7, and the stomach 36 and 40 with a spleen. And she responded fairly well the first couple of treatments. I think I saw her. I don't like I said, I don't have the chart, but I think I saw her twice a week, maybe for two times,
Uh-huh.
and she was still having symptoms. So I had given her some Western herbs for an adrenal tonic at the time, and then I added the Jabai Ji Huang Wang,
The by day one. Yeah, that's a very good herb for the
good
menopause.
over for menopausal women, hot flashes and stuff. And she started getting better, but she was still having some of the mostly some of the palpitations and feeling a little anxious, and still a little hot flashes. So at the time I thought, well, we're going to do a heart, spleen, Shaoyang. So then again the Anmian 5, and then I did a heart 3 and 7, gallbladder 34, 41 on one side, and then the Sanjia 1 and 4, and spleen 1 and 4 on the other side. And I think we did at that point. So I started treating her sometime in the middle of September. And I did, like I said, I think total of 4 treatments. And then I think I did maybe 4 or 5 treatments following the second protocol, and then her symptoms were gone at that point. And
That's
then
awesome.
yeah, and then I started weaning her off the herbs. She stayed on the adrenal herbs. She was still a little fatigued, and she didn't want to stop those, but she started basically weaning off the Chinese herbs, and she was just going to use. I told her that if she started getting more symptoms, she could get back on them, but she was basically asymptomatic at that point. And I haven't seen her. Well, I haven't seen her since, but last time I talked to her, she was doing well. So that's the story. She responded. A lot of people with menopause take a little longer to respond, right? And obviously, she came in fairly early. She was just starting to have symptoms, so she responded pretty fast. And you never know. I mean, it's possible because she's early on the perimenopause, menopause. It's possible that some of her symptoms may come back, and she may need more treatment. But at least at this point, she was doing well.
Yeah. So how many percentage of those patient comes in for the menopause patients that you will do acupuncture more integrated the way, or usually you just give them the bioidentical hormone first?
No, I try for most of the, I would say the majority of the time I do acupuncture, herbs, nutrition first, and
Yeah.
the bioidenticals are, if they're not responding to all of that, or if they're so severe that I have to start them on the bioidenticals for a period of time and then wean them off if they're responding to the acupuncture and the Chinese herbs. So I I usually prefer doing that first. She wanted to try the bioidenticals right away because she had heard from friends about it. So I decided, okay, we'll do the bioidenticals. And I talked to her also, and I said, but I think we should still do the acupuncture stuff. But because after a few weeks she started feeling worse on the bioidenticals, then we started right away on the acupuncture and the herbs. Hmm.
So I also have patient comes in with that little tape thing that tape in the body. Is that also is a way they taking a bioidentical hormone or just the regular hormone patches? I have
No, that might, I mean, I'm not sure. There's different ways. They are patches. I mean, most of the women that are wearing patches, they're not bioidentical. Most bioidenticals are either creams or vaginal suppositories, or sometimes injectable. They can be sometimes some injectable pellets.
got
Um,
it.
yeah.
So that's why I usually when I have premenopause patient comes in, the first thing I'll ask them, do you guys using the patches? That means they're using the hormones. So
Right.
those are difficult to treat sometimes because we have to wean them off that and then eventually to treat the symptoms of the perimenopause or menopause symptoms. So yes, that's just a little thing that I like to add to this case study in case you have patient comes in, make sure they check with them if they have using the patches, either the one piece or half the piece or a quarter of the piece, because
Hmm.
that's how I encounter here in San Diego, many of them.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, of course, then you're not getting the symptoms, right? Because they're being obscured by the hormones.
Yes,
Mhm.
right. Absolutely. So that is a very exciting. That's
Yeah.
a very exciting case because we have so many people comes in for um, fertility treatment, but none of people really helping for menopause patients. So
Mhm.
that's why I always advertising. I do menopause symptoms. So if you guys are interested out there, make sure you do that too, because Dr. Rosen did a great job just with the 淄博地黄丸 plus the pattern. So I like to encourage you guys to start promoting your business, not just fertility. You also can help for the menopause
Yeah.
symptoms.
And I've treated a number of people. I've treated over the years quite a few women with menopause, and I would say that probably about 70% of them I can treat just with acupuncture and with or without herbs, or and then there are some that are just really severe, or some of them they just don't want to wait, because sometimes you have to wait, right, for things to kick in, and there are some that just don't want to wait, and they just get started on herbs first. But I think, I mean, in general, pretty successful doing this, like acupuncture and herbs for menopause.
And I tell you this, Dr. Tan treating so many premenopausal patient and menopausal or postmenopausal, whatever.
Hmm.
He is the only man in my life that received more flowers in the clinic. Those lady loves him.
Hmm.
They will bring, I will, every other day, I will see orchids coming in. I was like, Sifu, somebody send you flowers. Who is it? Okay, okay, must be menopause better.
Yeah. Do you get flowers?
Me, and I, no, I don't get flowers. Dr. Tan get the most flowers. I was like, wow. And also, I noticed Dr. Tan's patients, especially the ladies, coming to treat this symptoms, and they usually will put the nice makeup, specialty lipstick, and put their hair ready. And then I say, Dr. Tan is available for you. They're like, I'm ready. I was like, oh, that is so awesome. I don't see any patient do that for me though, but you know,
No.
lots of people doing that. So you must get a lot of flowers too, right, Dr. Rosen?
Once in a while, not too many. Maybe because I'm in band, maybe there's, easier to get flowers and inexpensive flowers in San Diego than in Bend.
True, we have a lot of beautiful flower here. That's true. So do you have any more case study you want to share with us? There's something that you remember the most?
Um, Let me think.
Something fun.
Uh, I'm trying to remember. Let me think of. I mean, some of the really fun ones are like the acute pain ones, right? Especially when they respond right away. I'm trying to remember someone specific.
Do you
Uh,
have patient walks in with
oh,
a
you know what? Yeah, actually, the my secretary one
oh,
time, she had problems off and on with hip pain, and she ended up needing a hip replacement. But during the hip pain time, one time she came in and she was like crooked. You know, she just walked in and she was all crooked, right? And she was having just severe low back pain, and you know, again, most of my patients, especially my secretary, they didn't want to take, they didn't like taking medications because that was more my philosophy. So I remember one time her walking in totally crooked, and I think I just did. I think all I did, I'm trying to remember. I don't remember if it was right or left side, but I
灵
think it
骨
was
大
just
白
one
中白
side.
is
What?
灵骨大白中白. Did you just do that?
Yeah,
Oh,
basically just did that, and I did a couple of scalp points, and she, you know, laying down for 40 minutes, something like that. I think I did it during lunchtime because she was like in pain, still working, and then did it during lunchtime, and she got out of the table and she was straight and she was like pain free, and it was one treatment, pain free, and it was pretty acute, but still, you know, when she came in, she was like, you know, because I do osteopathy in my practice, so I was checking her osteopathically, and she was like totally off, totally rotated, and I, you know, a lot of times I would do like some osteopathy, but I decided to just do the acupuncture for her. And yep, she just stood up and she was pain free and straight. So that was, you know, that's a nice dramatic case, you know. Hmm.
yes. I just
Yeah,
recently have one of those too. It was fun
yeah, hmm,
to see the power
hmm,
of the balance method. I mean, the acupuncture.
yeah, hmm, yes, and it's great. I mean, I like also when you can, you know, like add, you know, add something, someone that you've been treating, and you've been treating them constitutionally, right? Like Yue Yin Xiao Yang kind of thing.
Yes.
And then they come in and they just like did something, they injured themselves, and you do a constitutional treatment and add a few points for the acute pain, and they just respond really fast as well. So that's always fun.
So if you wonder what he's talking about, 绝音少阳, then you might want to go on to the Academy of Acupuncture to look at the website, look at the curriculum. You will be at the Global Balance Module 2 is the courses he's mentioned. So if you still don't know what that is, you might want to consider take a class online and join us to be part of the Balance Method Acupuncture community. Thank you, Dr. Rosen. You taking your time at the beautiful Mexico. Look at your environment.
Yeah,
So
here,
beautiful. Look
here
at
you
that.
go.
Oh my God, I'm jealous. And I will not disturbing your beautiful day over there. And I will see you next time. If anybody want going to that way, make sure you say hi to Dr. Rosen. This video will also be on YouTube, and I will also have Dr. Rosen's information on it. If you still don't cannot find him, go on to the website. We have the practitioner listing for all different locations. I will have Dr. Rosen's Mexico address on it. So in case you need to refer your friends and family, he will be there for you. Thank you, everybody, for joining
Thank
me.
you.
Thank you, Dr. Rosen.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Thank you so much.
All right, big hug.
Yeah, virtual hug. Bye bye. Thank you so much.